I seem to be saying this a lot lately, and I direct this at the CFP committee. Dear CFP committee, what the hell was that?
Don't even ask.
Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
There. Now let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go!
What the actual hell was this weekend?
Brother, I don't know.
Me neither.
Chaotic.
To say the least, especially in Indianapolis. Good morning, and welcome to the Manic I Need Coffee when Monday. God dang it.
Welcome to the week.
Yes, welcome to the week. Oh, God.
If this is how we're going to start, hell.
This is me poking fun of myself, and I am cutting that. Welcome to the Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. We are presented in part by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And to help us figure out what the hell happened this weekend, in particular Saturday and part of Sunday, we need an expert.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Salud, Deeks. Good morning.
Man, I need a weekend just from the weekend.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree.
Holy cow.
I'll ask you, because you're the person that can be the closest thing to giving us a perfect answer. What the hell was that?
Well, I mean, to be brutally honest,
yes, please.
The playoff committee, they did some good things, but they did some things that just mind-bogglingly make no sense. And then they did other things that they did things to some people that they didn't do to others.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no explanation to any of it. And then on top of it, you get the domino effect of the decisions that they made and then allowing teams to destroy college football even further than they even projected. So we'll get to that aspect of it at the end. But as far as the 12 who got in, I mean,
you think they did that right?
I think they got it as close to right as they could get. And it was good that the good thing. I mean, let's talk about some of the good things they did.
Yeah, I know this is not in order, but let's start with the good things that we learned from not only the rankings, but the announcement of the 12-team field. We'll get to the 12-team field halfway through it. Let's start with the good things that we learned from the 12-team field.
The good thing is they followed their own rules.
Right.
So, and by that I mean you got the top 5 conference champions were guaranteed a spot in the playoff.
Right.
And that was Indiana winning the Big Ten, Georgia winning the SEC, Texas Tech winning the Big 12, and then you had Tulane and James Madison both make it over the ACC champion for the fact that they were also conference champions and ranked higher. They stuck to their own rules, and so we have to commend them for that. They did put those 2 teams in, and that makes it okay. That kind of puts a Band-Aid on the fact that, hey, maybe these championship games do matter a little bit.
Yeah. But before we continue with what they got right, you called something, and we're going to have Jay Spivey here later, and both of you have said it about the ACC going into not only the final weeks of the season, but the championship game itself. When you open your mouth and said there is a possibility that the ACC champion will not be represented in the college football playoff, you've been saying that for the past 5 weeks. And son of a gun, if that didn't happen, considering how do you describe the ACC championship game?
It was a whole lot of mess. I mean, it was a mess from the beginning. Yep. It was a mess. It was a mess in the fourth quarter, and then it went to overtime, and it became a complete debacle. But I mean, it's just interesting that the ACC had 2 teams in their championship game for their conference, and a team who didn't even play made the college football playoff.
Yep.
How did this? Again, it goes back to the question of how did Duke get involved in this game? How was Duke involved in the game? Now, fantastic. They won. They can go out and say, we are the ACC champions. That's fantastic.
Yep.
But for the conference,
it's
that's a disaster. It's a disaster for the conference to have your champion not represented in the college football playoff.
I mean, first of all, how did Duke get selected to play in the ACC championship game anyway?
That's the question I was asking from the minute they were slotted to play in that game until the minute they won it. And even after, I'm saying, how did they get here? How did they get here? There's no mathematics that I can point to that says, yes, Duke should be in this game.
I mean, Duke
over
was
Miami or they jumped Miami and Georgia Tech. How they jumped Georgia Tech is beyond me because Georgia Tech beat them on the field. So
Georgia Tech,
I don't understand that, and I understand they didn't play Miami. So and I guess Georgia Tech didn't play Miami. Mm-hmm. So it was all 3 of those teams were intertwined.
Yeah.
But even when you keep going down I want to know where the tiebreaker was that said, okay, Duke earned it over these other teams, because Georgia Tech had a better they have a better overall record.
Mm-hmm.
Miami and Georgia Tech both had the same record.
Yeah.
Miami was the higher ranked team, which back in the day we used to that used to be the deciding factor when it was a complete tie and there was nothing else. It was overall record and ranking that told you who would play in the championship game. For somehow they went with the lowest ranked of them.
Yep, they did.
The team that had the most losses going in,
which was Duke.
So I don't know. I don't know how they got to the position they got in. Now they took advantage of it. They won the championship. But again, great for the school, terrible for the conference as a whole.
Dog, your thoughts on this? Because you know what? We got to bring somebody else in because there's somebody that's waiting in the wings who hasn't been with us for a couple of weeks. Maybe he has an answer to what the absolute bleep happened this weekend.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic black. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Agent Zero, aka the Playmaker, representing the Los Angeles Rams, is with us this morning. Good morning, brother. How are you?
What's up? Figure out old y'all and parents.
Speaking of which, YSL Jefe is with us via LinkedIn. Victor Locke is with us. The Hawk TV with us as well. Kenneth Clark is with us as well. And
Victor, he in the office today?
Victor's in the office today. And this week, unfortunately. Now,
that kind of sucks.
I don't have to ask about the AEW sign behind you. I finally figured it out. But considering this week, bearing down the gridiron is going to try to unpack, untie, unloosen what the hell happened this weekend, I'm just gonna give Playmaker the floor. What happened?
No, you can keep everybody on the screen because
no. I want you up here.
I'm pretty sure Deez want to jump in. I'm pretty sure Deez want to chime in on this. First and foremost, before we get to the committee and what they did, first we need to go ahead and start with the athletic conference that is the ACC, because their stupid tiebreaker is the reason why Duke got into the championship game and ultimately wins the ACC.
So what was the tiebreaker that got Duke the championship game appearance?
I won't put it this simple. Their two losses was against Virginia and Georgia Tech, which gave them a higher conference percentage over Miami, Georgia Tech, and SMU. Only because they lost to Georgia Tech and Virginia.
Wait. Time out. Hold
what?
Up. Thank you. Thank you. You took
Wait, what?
Exact. Whoa. Time out. These says, hold the phone. Stop. I know this ain't the right color. Penalty flag on the field. Explain that again, please.
So if you notice, when Georgia Tech lost their conference game, they lost to unranked opponents. When SMU lost their games, they lost to unranked opponents. When Miami lost their conference games, they lost to unranked opponents. Duke lost to ranked opponents in the ACC.
So because
that determined Duke getting in. The reason why I know this because I don't know if I caught the show last week when we had Cool on here because Cool was trying to figure it out. So I went to go do my research live on the air, and it gave me a whole headache. And I was like you. I told someone, hold on, wait a minute. Are you sitting here and telling me just because Duke lost to 2 ranked teams in the ACC, they are in the championship game? And thank you, Virginia, for not doing your job.
Right. What did that gave you a whole headache? Is that what you said?
That is the screwiest way to pick a champion. To pick that is the dumbest tiebreaker I've ever heard.
Wait a minute. And I'm sorry you got a whole headache from this, Playmaker, but because Duke lost to 2 ranked opponents and Miami, Georgia Tech, who was the other team again? SMU. Lost to unranked opponents. That's how Duke got in the championship game? Are you?
That's how Duke got in the championship game. So they won all they non-ACC. They won all they non-ranked ACC champion conference games, and they lost to the only 2 ranked teams that they played in conference.
They didn't win all their non-conference games because they got blasted by Illinois.
No, he said all their non-ranked conference opponents.
Okay. I was gonna say because I was gonna chime in and say they got blasted by Illinois on their field, but at the time Illinois was not ranked. So
because when Koo talked about it, he was like, "That's the absolute doomsday for the ACC," and it came to fruition.
It did.
So so Duke became a conference champion, which led to other things happening early in the day with BYU getting in by Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where the problem starts with what they did. Is BYU is the only conference championship team that lost.
Yep.
That got punished. Ohio State lost. They didn't even lose a bye. Alabama lost. They didn't lose a playoff spot. BYU, if they just didn't play, if they just had not played, would have made the college football playoff over the Miami Hurricanes. But because they lost 2 games, and not just 2 games, if they had just not played Texas Tech, they lost to 1 team all year. They just happened to do it twice.
But college football, they do things differently. So it's not the fact that BYU lost. They got destroyed again.
Twice.
Which matters to the committee. If BYU would have played better,
But that's what I'm saying. If they had just not stepped on the field, if they had not played the game, they would have been better off not playing the game, and they would have had a better chance. That's wild. That's wild.
So if BYU didn't play this conference championship, they had a better chance of getting in the playoff?
They make it ahead of Miami. They make it over Miami. No question.
You screwed up from the beginning because you kept Notre Dame ahead of Miami the whole entire time, knowing that Miami had already beaten Notre Dame.
Yeah, Miami beat Notre Dame by a field goal.
Well, that's the difference between media and people who actually watch and care about the game. That's another good thing that this committee did. Because everybody thought they were going to reward Notre Dame.
Yep.
And they ended up saying, no. Miami beat you head to head, so we have to put Miami in over you.
Yeah.
And that's a good. I applaud them for that. That's a very good decision.
The problem is it shouldn't have took them to the last minute to finally say, "Oh yeah, Miami beat you head to head." No, Miami should have been ahead of them the whole entire time.
Oh, they should have been. I mean,
it shouldn't have waited till BYU to get stumped by Texas Tech again for you to say, "Oh yeah, okay, now y'all two are close by each other, and now we can put Miami." No.
Miami should have been ahead of them the whole time because.
So Miami, you gave Notre Dame this hope, despite the fact that we lost to Miami.
You gave them a shot.
And then all of a sudden, I'm sorry. BYU didn't show up in the Big 12 championship game, so that puts y'all two together, and Miami beat y'all. You should have did that from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Because that was week 1 where Miami beat Notre Dame, wasn't it? 24-21.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I already knew the committee had a no-win situation no matter what they did.
And what we're looking at is the difference. I mean, when we talk about Notre Dame, what we're talking about is it better to play tough opponents, or is it better to beat tough opponents? Because Notre Dame lost their 2 losses. Yeah, their losses were Miami and Texas A&M, both in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between the rest of their schedule is nobody else was even close.
Nope.
Nobody else was even close to being a top-level team. Their best win was against USC. That's not going to cut it.
No,
that's not. So for Notre Dame fans out there that are, we should have got in the playoff. No, you didn't win your way into the playoff.
Now, for those of you who feel like Alabama shouldn't be in there, you have to remember one thing that the committee looked at, not just how the ACC championship went, but they did beat a certain team in Athens in the season too.
Exactly. Alabama. If they want to say, if Notre Dame fans want to say we should be in and Alabama shouldn't, Alabama beat Georgia
in prime time. Georgia. They beat them between the hedges.
They also didn't beat them. They gave them a good beating in between the hedges too.
They did.
The only loss they can, the only thing they can point to is, well, they lost to Florida State. Okay, well, they also their other losses to Oklahoma, who's better than Miami and right at the same level as Texas A&M. So we're sitting here. So if you're going to cut hairs that way, Alabama still gets in over you because of that. Their loss was to Oklahoma.
Yes.
And if you want to say, then they lost in the championship game. No, they played a conference champion. They played in a conference championship game. They played an extra game that they didn't have to.
And on top of that, Alabama's got to meet Oklahoma again.
And then we have 2 Group of 5 teams in, which brings me so much joy.
James Madison.
Thank you, Duke, for winning the ACC. Because of you, James Madison gets in.
Yep.
Which has everybody scratching their head. Why do we have 2 Group of 5 teams in? Well, because the ACC screwed everything up.
And they've screwed everything
up. The ACC dropped the biggest turd in the punch bowl on this one.
Yeah, they did. There
was no way Duke should have been in the ACC championship game.
No way.
Congratulations that you won it.
Congratulations that you won it.
But you shouldn't have been in it.
No way Duke should have been even close to sniffing the ACC championship game.
And and I'm glad Playmaker just brought this up because we can actually say this now. Jake Ratzlaff graped BYU again.
Oh!
BYU would be in if not for Tulane. And now, for everybody who wants to know this story, Jake Ratzlaff was the quarterback at BYU. He was accused of grape. And but here's the extra step on this. That's not why he was thrown out of school. His defense was that the altercation was mutual. Now, BYU is a Mormon institution.
Yep.
They kicked him out of school for having sexual relations before marriage. That's why he was kicked out of school. Not because of the allegations, because of his defense of the allegations broke their student conduct, and therefore he was kicked out, transfers to Tulane, Tulane takes their spot in the college football playoff.
BYU spot.
Oh Lord, Peyton Cole Johnson.
Can't write that. You cannot write that. You cannot write that script.
You can't.
Snowman, I don't know.
Since when the hell? Wait a minute. Since when the hell did this?
I know.
When the hell did the CFP turn into Days of Our Lives? What the hell, man?
Now. Now, since this crew put it together, and Playmaker, I do indeed remember when Cole Johnson went completely back, you know what, on BYU.
I'm mad I had a front row seat to that.
You know something? That gives me an idea.
Oh, crap. Here we go.
Why do you say such things, dog? And Playmaker, you keep your mouth shut. I know you.
Why do I say such things?
Wait. I still have that how could I say this lightly? Sequence that Playmaker sent me where Cole went completely nuts on one James Franklin.
That's almost like a moot point now.
That was hilarious.
I would never forget Playmaker saying, "I'm afraid Snowman's going to find this and cut this whole segment out." Well, Playmaker cut it and handed it to me on a silver platter.
I might as well just give it to you. I might as well just give it to you and be done. That's how that was going.
Let's take a break. When y'all get back, we will introduce the 12-team field. And we ain't making predictions yet. We're not making predictions till Thursday, even though the games start on Friday. I may not predict it all.
Man, they only start till the 19th. You got.
They don't start till the 19th.
Friday.
What are you talking about? The last game we got is Army Navy to predict. And as it is, we may not even need to worry about the playoffs the way the Queen's going.
I drank too much of this.
Yes.
I was about to say, you a week ahead of schedule there, Chief.
Yeah, part of me is a week ahead of schedule. Part of me is a week behind schedule. The days are running together, as my wife would say. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline.
Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
And every time I saw the word king appear in a song, in the back of my head, I heard Ray Ray say Kang.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Jeez Louise. 33 after the hour. I need 30 seconds.
For crying out loud.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? My wife played that for me 2 nights ago before I hopped on air with Ohio State and Indiana. Okay, Playmaker, what are you watching that's got your attention?
No, I'm actually preparing for shooting myself.
Ah, so you're doing what we normally do, which is multitask.
Yep.
34 after the
By
hour.
the way, congratulations to the Indiana.
I mean,
one of their best seasons in football program history.
Man,
excellent job.
Thank you. You know what? I was scared.
And the crazy thing
when go ahead, dog.
I was about to say, and the crazy thing about that is, if it wasn't for Indiana winning, we'd have a little bit of a closer way into the playoffs for a couple weeks from now. But as it is, the one sitting up above my right shoulder here pretty much has it on lockdown.
Well, it's her fault.
Excuse me?
It's her fault.
What do you mean?
I'm being playful.
What?
I'm being playful. It's her fault. At the top of the season, she says, "Hey, let me make a couple of picks. I'm not good at this." Liar.
Hey.
I'm not good. Wait. I can't find the sound I'm looking for, but I'll go with this. I'm not good at making picks. I don't know what I'm talking about. And the rest of us should have been thinking, "Oh, hell no." Because she all season.
No, man, the rest of us should have been thinking, "That's a lie."
Thank you for that. Now that
well,
she's heard us,
since I lost this weekend, I'm just not going to play the rest of the year. Isn't that how it's supposed to work now?
It's conceded then.
If you don't make the playoff, you just stop playing.
You just stop playing, right?
We still have the Army/Navy game, dude.
That's a jab at Notre Dame, Jen.
Here's the thing with that.
That's a job not only at Notre Dame, but
Notre Dame,
Iowa State. Hey, we're eligible now. We don't want to do it.
Here's the thing.
Wait. I gotta play this for Jen to cheer up. Go ahead, Playmaker.
I can understand it because the committee said y'all are ahead of Miami. Y'all are better. Y'all are one of the first team that should get in.
And then they don't get in.
And then you don't get in. It's like, now why did you have us, ranked ahead of Miami this whole entire time? And then now you want to put a rug from under us?
Deets, stand by a minute. What Notre Dame basically is saying, dear committee, you.
They had the right to do that.
Go.
But this is akin to Florida State
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
When they just half the team didn't show up, half the team didn't want to play in the Orange Bowl. But now we can say at least Florida State showed up to play the game. I mean, they got blown out by 60 points, but at least they put something. At least they put something on the field. These three teams are saying, "Oh, we didn't get in. We're taking our ball and going home."
I was saying, I have no defense for them because I don't even know why they even said that.
Iowa State. The only one I can make sense of is Iowa State because they don't have a coach.
Yeah. And
I know Matt Cameron's on the bench
before we came on.
Actually, what I'm hearing is they actually did replace their coach. I just don't know with who. I'd have to take a look.
I mean, their head coach that's been there the whole time. He's on the way out. So in that case, I could see. Hey, they don't even know who's going to be there. They don't know what's going on. Kansas State. That makes no sense to me. Notre Dame makes no sense to me. I mean. I get it. You're pissed off. Yeah, we didn't make. You know what? You're pissed off. You didn't make the bowl game. You know what the best way to do that is? Go into whatever bowl you're going to go into because you're going to go into some bowl game that's going to be on national television and put up 70, put up 100,
and you get the payday for it.
Right,
and you get the payday for it,
and just absolutely make a mockery of it and make everybody go. Yeah, Notre Dame. They should have been in. They should have been in because they walloped these people. Now you say, I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Now everybody just says, see, you shouldn't have been in. You knew you shouldn't have been in. Yeah. You were hoping to get in, and now that you didn't, you're leaving. And you. But I mean, that's all it is. But that's all you have to do is show up and play a game. I mean,
for those of you who trying to see.
By the way,
this is coming from the Georgia Kirby Smart route because the team that dropped Florida State by 60 was the Georgia Bulldogs, who felt they should have been in that 14 playoff.
Who went out the next year and did what?
They won the thing.
By the way, before we get further into this, Iowa State introduced Jimmy Rogers as new head coach 15 minutes ago.
Who the hell is that?
That's a good question.
The blue hell if I know.
Who in the vital blue yellow-bellied hell is that?
I'm finding the news right now.
That might be their DC.
And
formerly of Washington State.
Washington State. Washington State still exists?
What apparently?
That's an upgrade.
I am not getting into Snowman's.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Boss is going to cut the absolute hell out of this one too.
That's crazy.
Washington.
Boss is going to cut the hell out of that.
Yes, I am. I'm going to cut that. I am going to cut that. But and then I'm cutting Playmaker's line. I'm not getting into it with Snowman today or something to that nature.
I'm not doing it. Nope.
Why not?
And nope.
Just no.
Nope. I will.
You've heard my wife entirely too much. Because she'll walk by and tease me the same way and go, just no, and walk away.
Yeah, that's a case of no. Just no.
Exactly.
No.
I already got one evil scientist I got to deal with later on today, so.
Okay. And that boy is evil.
Obvious
joke coming. Whatever do you mean, Playmaker?
You know exactly what I mean. And Shane is on board. He's not no mad scientist. He's an evil scientist. That's what he is.
That ain't madness. That's evilness.
And there's no lie to that. There's no lie to that.
No lie to be found.
Him evil.
The James Franklin incident. All I gotta say is the James Franklin rant.
For you, it's James Springer. For me,
No
James
lie
Springer,
at
James
all.
Springer is Brian Kelly. It's the city of
Brian
Dallas.
Kelly. It's every week with you for both shows. Did he ever?
There
do one
is
on the
no
Brooklyn
lie to be found.
Did he ever do one on the Brooklyn mess yet?
There's no point. That's a waste of his time. That's why
That's a waste of everybody's damn time. The hell you talking about?
That's why I went ahead and did my flagrant foul on them and I said, let me go ahead and get this out the way now.
Because you didn't want him to get a hold of it.
I said, let me get this flagrant foul out the way now. Give me my favorite foul on the Brooklyn Nets and I can be done with them. Because there's nothing else to talk about when it comes to them.
The Shadow Realm lives. But how about those Indiana Hoosiers?
Great game, man. Good game. Kurtz and
the best team going in Indiana right now. I'll say that out loud. And the funniest thing came after the game, and Jen will get a kick out of this. The funniest thing came after the game when I said the Indiana Hoosiers are the Big Ten football champions, and behind me, my beautiful lady said, "What the hell?"
Well, I don't know if you saw, but
was she not watching it along?
Fernando Mendoza may have cost himself the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I mean, the first thing they ask him, how does it feel to win? And he goes, I just want to thank God. I was like, dude, that voting committee in New York, they're not gonna like that.
I don't know why. That man won the Big Ten championship. He got past a NFL style defense of Ohio State. Give that man the Heisman and don't play around.
This Ohio State defense pulverized him all night long. First hit of the game by, I'm trying to remember, Cameron Curry. He just absolutely blasted him on the first play of the game. He got up. His brother, Alberto Mendoza, took one snap. Fernando came back in, did what he did for the remainder of the game. But, man.
Do not play. You're hearing me right now. Give Mendoza of Indiana the Heisman Trophy. And you know I don't even talk Heisman.
No, you never talk Heisman. But this morning it's different for you. I've known you a while and you never talk Heisman.
Nah, there's no one else. There's no one else that should get it. But I'm just saying the first words out of his mouth were, and he said it a couple times. He just said, "Man, by the grace of God, we did it." And he mentioned God about 4 times in his post game interview. And I was just like, these people in New York, they don't like that. they're watching that and they're like, "Oh God, we can't put this guy on stage."
I'll repeat Playmaker's question. I don't know why. I mean, I do, because I've watched the Heisman presentation for many, many moons. I know how they think, but I'll repeat Playmaker's question. Why not let it go this time and just give him the Heisman Trophy as a runaway?
You don't have nobody else,
and it should be unanimous.
You can't make an award political and then say, "Well, we can't do it for this." I mean, they've been making it political for years now. And they can't just let it go. They can't. They can't. That's just how they work.
Well, I'm looking at Victor's comment here as we talk Big Ten championship from Saturday night. He said it last week, and Victor did say it last week. The Heisman is the sports version of the Grammys, and
pretty much.
I totally agree with that. But see, I got a bone to pick with Jen. See, Jen kind of messed with me over the. I'm kidding as I say this, of course, but I got to get a laugh out of her. She messed with me and said, You know, Ohio State could win this thing. Ohio State does have a chance to win this thing.
When did I say that?
I'm kidding with you. Go along with it. I know you've had a rotten
Actually, you
morning.
did. Actually, Jen, you did kind of waffle a little bit before going on the fence Thursday.
Listen, folks. We're cheering Jen up while we do this because she's had a rotten morning, and we're trying to make her laugh for the rest of the thing, for the rest of the show while she's here because we love hearing her laugh, just like I love hearing Jody laugh behind me. But when I said Indiana was the Big Ten champions, and she went, "What the hell?" I lost my composure and I laughed out loud. And this is coming from a graduate of IU. But the biggest thing, my biggest takeaway from Saturday night's Big Ten championship is the fact that Ohio State was held to under 50 yards rushing by this Indiana defense. The second stingiest defense in the nation, which is why you had a 13-10 game. Which is why it was 13-10. The two best defenses played against each other. Two of the best offenses played against each other. And Indiana got the lone score of the second half. As it was 10-6 at halftime. They get the lone score of the second half. They made it stand up. And not only do they take the Big Ten championship, they take the number 1 overall seed in the college football playoff, which means they get 2 weeks off the heel. And while we're looking at this bracket, Indiana, oh Lord,
they get the biggest mess of the second round
matchup. They get the winner of Alabama and Oklahoma New Year's Day at 4 p.m.
I was gonna say, I hope this year's buys are better than last year's buys because nobody.
Yeah, because nobody that got a buy last week won. Nobody.
Nope.
And the 4 that get the bye this year, Texas Tech, who will play in the Orange Bowl, Indiana will play in the Rose Bowl, which is doubly significant for them. Georgia goes to the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, and Ohio State's going to Dallas to play in the Cotton Bowl. Ooh, oh hell. I just saw the potential for the Sugar Bowl. Oh, hell. Oh, hell.
Oh, yeah.
The 11-6 matchup, Tulane
and Ole Miss.
Rematch.
And there's no Lane Kiffin this time.
No Lane Kiffin. No Lane Kiffin. Tulane and Ole Miss.
Let me tell you how screwed up everything is, and when it comes to the CFP.
How screwed up is everything, Playmaker?
Because guess what's going to happen next year? Next year, you won't get 2 Group of 5 teams in the playoffs. I'm going to tell you the rules. I'm going to take the rules for next year and apply to this. So the rules of next year apply to this year. Guess who will be in the playoffs? And guess who will be replacing James Madison?
Who would replace James Madison?
Duke.
Get the.
So they're going to carve out and say that no matter what, the Power 4 champion gets it. The Power 4 champion gets in.
The Power 4 champion gets in. And you know what else? Guess who will be replacing Tulane if we had next season's rules?
Just a minute. So next year's rules, if you apply it this year, Duke would get in the playoff.
Yeah, Duke.
That's a lie.
Duke and Notre Dame would have been in.
Once again,
that's a lie.
I know it's not, but I had to play it.
Next year, going forward, I think they said for the 6 years. If you are ranked in the top 12, you're in the playoffs. They taking the 4 Power 4 champions, and if you are ranked in the top 12, you in the playoffs.
Are we talking about the AP top 12 or the CFP top 12?
The CFP top 12.
So there's going to be no carve out for a group of 5 team. I mean, the only way they got in this year is because they need to have 5. They specifically said 5 conference champions. There has to be 5 conference champions have to make it, and then then the rest. And if that's the case, then
yes,
you're never going to get another group. You're never going to get a group of 5 team unless you have an undefeated, unless they go undefeated.
We would never see someone like James Madison or Boise State unless they're ranked in the top, which brings to mind a statement from the playmaker. Do away with the CFP rankings, will you please?
Which means we need a showing from James Madison or Tulane to upset that, to say, look, if one of those teams pulls an upset, people can look at it and say, look, these teams deserve to be in. But the fact is, all we have to go on is Boise State last year, and Boise State got thumped.
Yeah, they did. Oh, hell no. And I'm looking at the television schedule. Oh, hell no.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
The big game on the 19th, the only game on the 19th is in Norman, Oklahoma. Give me this button. Stand by, Deeds, a minute. Give me this button. Which means the 19th, I'm going to be up all night. Again.
Well, I mean that is the right game.
It's the right matchup. It's the right
game to put solo because it is the closest one. It's the 8-9. It's the 8-9 matchup.
It's 8-9. It was 7-10 last year with Indiana and Notre Dame, and it was at Notre Dame, and that was the right game to put on because it was at Notre Dame. This one is absolutely the correct one to have it stand alone. The other 3 will play on Saturday, and it kicks off with Miami and Texas A&M. The winner of that goes to Dallas. Next one is Tulane and Ole Miss, and I may put earphones to that one. That's at 3:30. And then at 7:30, under the lights in Autzen Stadium, James Madison and Oregon. Let me repeat that. James Madison and Oregon.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather see James Madison play Oregon than Duke play Oregon.
I'll agree with you there.
I mean, James Madison is at least giving me a reason to watch the game and at least a reason to follow along and say, hey, can they? And I'm not saying they even have to win in Autzen. Just keep it a game. Just make it a game. Don't get blown out by 30. Just keep it a game into the fourth quarter. And if you get outrun in the fourth quarter, or something screwy happens where you're trying to go for the lead late and throw a pick 6 or something and it explodes the game, that's fine. Just make it a game. Don't make it a dog walking the entire game the way Penn State walked Boise last year.
Pretty much what Deeks is saying. Can the first rounds be better than the last year's first round? Because none of them were close.
Yeah.
None of them were close, and again, home teams won every game.
The closest one was Indiana Notre Dame, and that was a 10-point difference. And that was because of
by points, yeah. But when you watch the game, that game was not.
And that was only a 10-point. That was only a 10-point game because Indiana scored late. It was over in the first quarter.
The play that put that game out of reach was Jeremiah Love's 98-yard touchdown after Notre Dame picked him off in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
After Jeremiah Love took it the distance, the game was over. I think I did that game last year. Ryan McCoffey's with us. Says, good morning, Snow Crew. I'll say it before anyone else does. The New York Jets playoff drought can now legally drive in some states. Oh, boy. And he also says, thanks for reminding me in Discord yesterday, Napoleon. I still hated. Yeah, it's morning, all right. Yes, it is. Oh, goodness. So Texas Tech gets the winner of James Madison in Oregon. Indiana gets the big one, and I'm putting ears to that. Indiana gets the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma. Georgia gets Tulane or Ole Miss, gets the winner of Tulane and Ole Miss. And what if it's Mississippi again? Good grief. And then Texas A&M and Miami will battle to play the champs in Dallas.
Just imagine the headlines of Ole Miss going to the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana to play Georgia.
The Georgia.
And I mean, what would Lane Kiffin even step foot in the building?
No, hell no.
I don't know. He's a troll and a half, man. I would say I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Lane Kiffin, he's been modest this whole entire season. He's been modest. He ain't been making headlines until
recently.
Till school start firing coaches. And everybody's first name was Lane Kiffin on the docket. Oh, and by the way, I said this last. I'm gonna say it again this week. I need a new AD in Gainesville. I do not blame Lane Kiffin one bit for picking LSU.
Nor do I.
That tells me the AD at Florida screwed that up because he wanted to come to Florida because he idolized Steve Spurrier.
Mm-hmm.
It's the AD that screwed that up.
How did he screw that up?
He met him and Lane Kiffin had a meeting, and Lane Kiffin left that meeting and said, "You know what? I'm gonna go down to Baton Rouge." So I don't know the details of the conversation, but I know after he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go down to Baton Rouge." And go
he
down.
Left the meeting and said, "Yeah, we're good." Is that what you're telling me?
The only reason why Scott Strickland still has his job right now is because of one person and one person only, and he has nothing to do with football. Todd Golden. That's the reason why he's still there.
Who?
Todd Golden. You know
who that?
Don't play with me.
What?
You know darn well who Todd Golden is because the fact that you watch more than just football.
Yeah, I do, but
this is the reason why Coach Johnson probably don't want to talk college basketball with me.
Because Todd Golden beat his Houston Cougars in Texas last year for the national championship. Ay.
That's the only saving grace with Scott Strickland right now. It's Todd Golden.
I'll agree with that. I will definitely agree with that. All right. We're close to the second hour. Need a break badly.
Yeah,
because
I need to get some NFL takes off.
Only some.
I mean, the takes that I'm probably gonna take up probably most of the second hour. So I don't know how many I'll be able to fit in. Especially with the first one I'm coming out with.
First, there's a young fellow in my hometown by the name of Chris Hilliard, who is going through aggressive treatments for a brain tumor. So all of our homies at Brother Rice High School on 99th and Pulaski, and I'm beginning to break because I have so many memories there. They're organizing this. It's called Climb for Chris. Chris is going through a very aggressive treatment for a brain tumor, and he was diagnosed in September 2024. These trips come with steep costs, including last-minute flights, hotels, meals, car rentals, etc., which add up quickly. Please support Chris, a 2009 graduate of Brother Rice High School, as well as the Crusaders' former head lacrosse coach on this ongoing battle by becoming a member of the Hilly Army. Let's Fight alongside Chris. And you see the bash information in front of you. It's set for March 1st, 2026 from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, which will be 3 to 7 Eastern Time. And if your homie Snowman is able to make it, and I'm going to try my damnedest to make it a weekend where the wife comes with me and we stay in Chicago for a couple of days. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're putting it on the schedule. You'll see me there, and there will be live coverage of the event. I expect to get a blessing from his mom, Michelle Hilliard, to do so. It'll be March 1st, 2 to 6 p.m. Central Time at 3359 West 115th Street in Marionette Park, Illinois. Place is called Bourbon Street. Food and drinks, entertainment, fundraising, and you can purchase tickets for $40 for the pre-sale and $50 at the door. Visit climbforchris.com. And folks, do me a favor. Let's get the hashtag #ClimbForChris trending. Let's put it in the chat and let's make it trending, not only for Chris, but for his family and for the Snow Crew, because we're going to try our damnedest to do a lot of fundraising for this. Victor and I yesterday shared some memories of being at Brother Rice and working with Chris and everything. He is very, very dear to me. He's very, very dear to Victor, and he's become a very dear member of this crew, though he doesn't know the rest of the crew yet. We're going to try to fix that. But if I get the okay, there will be a live stream from this event, March 1st, 2026. Visit climbforchris.com to purchase your tickets, $40 in advance, $50 at the door. As mentioned, you see it in front of you. There will be food and drinks, entertainment, fundraising, just all kinds of fun with some great people and for a great cause. Visit climbforchris.com for more information. Take a break. We'll be back with the second hour of Snowman in the Morning, and we continue to climb for Chris when y'all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What are we doing?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
11:07 is your time, and yes, I am bracing myself because I'm going to give Playmaker the floor because it's time for the NFL hour, and I'm letting him go first.
Can somebody explain to me what a catch is? I'm going straight down. Can somebody explain to me what a catch is?
Well,
because I could have sworn
you bring it in with two. You bring it in with two hands, and you put it next to your body, and you come down.
I could have sworn that Isaiah likely had a touchdown yesterday.
He did.
Is it just me? Am I did I interpret the rule incorrectly or something? Because I'm pretty sure that was a touchdown for Isaiah like in the Baltimore Ravens.
He did catch that.
Deeks, can you help me out? Because I'm lost. I thought Isaiah like had a touchdown. Clearly I was wrong because they called it incomplete after review.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you want to know the downfall that started to happen with the Baltimore Ravens against the Pittsburgh Steelers? They overturned that touchdown and called it incomplete.
I quit.
So, Deeks, you want to help a brother out here because I thought I knew the rule, but I can't. Apparently,
I thought I knew the rule. I thought I knew the rule too. That was a catch.
I'm still trying to figure out. They said, and you're talking to somebody. Look at the star on my helmet. If you think I know what a catch is, you're gonna have to ask Des Bryant because I'm pretty sure he had a catch too that was overturned. But the thing is, they said, and their reasoning was, he didn't make a football move. He scored a touchdown. That was a football. That's a football move. He didn't need to make a football move. He scored a touchdown. So, I mean, you're asking them. I have no idea what these people think a catch is or isn't. I mean, it's almost we used to make the comment on the hockey show when I was on another station. I used to call into the hockey show all the time, and every time there was an overturned goal, anytime we're like, oh, they're just going to flip a coin. And if it lands heads, they're going to count it. If it lands tails, they don't. Because they never give a reason. They just say nope. They just say yes or no. And that's the same thing as catch.
What the hell happened to the basic rule of a catch? I just looked at the play, and that was a touchdown. I know for damn sure that was a touchdown. And you're telling me, Playmaker, they overturned that?
They overturned it. That was the beginning of the round for the Ravens.
Why? Why did they? Hold on a minute. I'm going to give I'll use Playmaker's words, and I'm going to give myself a whole headache here. Because I saw it initially and thought touchdown.
Look, I'm saying they overturned that. And it's like the Baltimore Ravens. It was like the Baltimore Ravens quit after that because they obviously couldn't do nothing else after that. So I'm like, what is a catch? What? Somebody please explain to me what a catch is. None of the aficionados of the four-letter network that I like to watch, they can't even explain why that got overturned because they all saying that was a catch, that was a touchdown. He was in the end zone already. What more do you want him to do?
Yeah, they make those things like, oh, you have to turn and go upfield. Well, if you're in the end zone, you don't have to go upfield. All you got to do is come down with it.
I'm looking at it right now. That's a catch. He caught it. He came down with it. The ball was way over the goal line. And according to the rules, once the ball even touches a part of the goal line, play's over. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
But now you've seen. I mean, you've seen it. They've gone to all of these extra parts of the catch. You know, the best one is did they make a football move? And I'd love for somebody to tell me what that is, because I have no idea what that. I have no idea what a football move is. But there's also did he complete the action of the catch? We've seen it a million times.
He came down with it in the end zone. And I'm looking at the play right now. I'm looking at it in slow motion. There's a catch 2 feet down, plays over. Then Porter knocks it out of his hand.
He's not falling to the ground.
He's not falling to the ground. The ball was across the goal line. And according to every rule that I've read and every rule that I've heard interpreted, if you possess the ball, 2 hands on the ball, and you're in the end zone and the line, even so, if the line touches any part of the end zone, that is 6 points.
Big dog, you got anything? Because
I'm looking at
what are we doing?
Come here. Matter of fact, I want Jen to ask that question. Jen, I want you to look at that camera and ask the question. You don't give me that. Wait, what?
Why me? Why me? It's Dietz's thing.
That I want it to be your thing also. I want you to look at that camera and say, "What are we doing?" Please.
Dietz, do I have your blessing?
Absolutely.
Mic on? Yeah.
Mic on.
You guys want the mic? All right. What are we doing?
Thank you.
How was that?
And that's a new bumper.
How was that?
Speaking of which, we're gonna keep the ship rolling with Dietz's new segment.
And there goes the radio stations.
Kevin Stefanski. Snowman's laughing, Shane shaking his head because he knows exactly where I'm going. Kevin Stefanski. What are we doing by taking Shadur Sanders out on a 2-point conversion play?
What a 2-point
Matter of fact, Dietz, I'm gonna let you have that one.
And Dietz is shaking his head.
You're asking the Brown. You're asking the Brown because they're Cleveland. That's why.
The Browns going to Brown, Bubba.
Why do the Browns brown? Because they're Cleveland. That's why they do things.
Because we're the Cleveland Browns.
What do I always say?
We know you are.
What do I always say, and what have I said for the 12 years I've been on air with this show?
Oh my God.
Because it's Cleveland. And this
time, I know we pick on Cleveland a lot. I know we pick on Cleveland a lot because it's like the low hanging fruit. But even the people in Cleveland are looking at them, it's like, you cannot be this dumb.
Come here. I want you to say that statement again, Playmaker.
Because the people in Cleveland is looking at them, you cannot be this dumb.
That's a lie.
Oh. Oh my God. Like, really?
On a 2-point conversion, you pull Shadur Sanders, who tossed for, if my memory serves correct, 364 yards. He throws 4 scores, and you do that. What?
You know, maybe the conspiracy theorists were right. I mean, this guy's having the game of his life, and they're like, we're good. Don't. We don't want you to be too good. We don't want you to have too good of a day, Shador. We got to pull you for the 2-point conversion.
And you lose the game.
I mean, Shador got like 87 points for people in fantasy, and yet again, that 2-point could probably put him over 90. And people are like, well, shit.
I'm sorry, Deets. You just.
But that's the only thing you can think of. Like the guy throws for almost totally 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. It's the game of his life, and you're like, nah, like we're gonna do this. Like what?
Hey,
we're Cleveland. We don't know how to. We're Cleveland. We haven't mattered.
Where the guy who was playing quarterback forgot to toss the freaking ball to the tight end or the wide receiver.
Yep. Oh no! Guess who's here? He says, "Guess who's here?" Paul Johnson himself says,
"The evil genius is in the chat."
Yes, he is. He says Browns fan has been wanting Kevin Stefanski to be fired for the past year. How about the past 2 years?
But
at this point, the man has got to go.
We got to get to the biggest question of the weekend,
and
this is for Snowman. Who is the quarterback now? Is it
Riley Leonard?
I'll
answer your question.
This is the biggest thing, and
I didn't even.
I'm talking to everybody in Indianapolis right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know who they play next week, but here's the deal. First play of the game, you've got to run 9 routes and have the guy throw it deep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone and their mother is going to be knowing, hey, let's just put 9 guys in the box and stop Jonathan Taylor, and this guy can't beat him.
You know what? It's over.
I hate to say this,
because they got to go to Seattle.
Oh yeah, y'all schedules.
They got to go to Seattle. They got to go to Seattle in week 15.
Seattle, San Fran, and the second meeting between the Jazz and the Titans and the Texans.
I do have one thing to ask though.
Yes.
Okay, so with it being like Army/Navy game this week, is it then straight to the playoffs next week, or is there a little break?
The 19th. I think there's a week off.
There's a week off.
Okay.
They're gonna lose out the season.
The only thing I know is if I can at least keep at least 12 after this weekend.
Yeah, you should be good. However, Dan, I will let you know, this is a rivalry game. There are no fences on this.
Yeah,
I've been made aware by Dawn.
And this is again to protect you, because Army Navy, there are no fences.
No.
And I do have, and by the way, Deets, I do have the ultimate chess move coming into play on Thursday.
That's
awesome.
Scary.
That I have also been made aware of.
Awesome, but I'm just saying, if anybody were going to take the fence, I would, because my grandfather was a naval officer and my other grandfather was an army officer.
Fence, neither are you.
And they used to go at each other every single game. It was awesome.
I got the same situation. I had an uncle that served in the Navy, and my dad and my granddad served in the Army. So if anybody else were to take the fence, it would be me. But in the rule, we're not going to take. Let's get back to the NFL.
But here's the thing about that, Snowman, is and God bless their souls, my grandfathers, if they were sitting right here with me, and you asked me Army, Navy, and I said, you know what, I'm on the fence, they would both hit me. That's the difference. They would both hit me and be like, get out of here. Fair. I mean, my uncle and my dad would do the same thing, and it would come on either side of my face. In fact, go ahead.
Miss Dr. K's Indianapolis Colts.
You know what, Playmaker? Before you
injury aside, what is up with y'all in Jacksonville for some reason that y'all just
I do not have any idea.
This is what 10 straight?
13.
13 straight.
12 in a row.
When the coach come to Duval, it don't matter who's that quarterback, who's that running back, who's that coach.
It could be a person that Jacksonville gets off the street and brings him in and teaches him 2 plays. They use those 2 plays to the hilt against the Colts. And now, given the fact that week 15 is a dual cast for me, week 16, my wife and I are going to be up late. Good gracious.
I'll vote that you don't even do that game. I vote you don't even do that game.
Well, 16. It's a Monday night game, isn't it?
16 is a Monday night game, and
don't even do that game. Don't even do that game. Just take the day off.
But I have to. I've already said it, and she has hinted back at me at appearing with me. I'm not doing except that one. I will say this. Except that one, I ain't doing another Colts game.
That's not gonna be a fun game.
Is that the final Monday night game of the year?
Nope. The final Monday night game is week 17 when the Rams travel down to the ATL.
Okay.
God. See, old NFC West rivals. Rams and Falcons, and the Rams are gonna blow Mercedes-Benz Stadium to shreds.
They better. It's Kirk Cousins.
2 Chainz Cousins.
It's Kirk Cousins. He's gonna give you a gift.
It's 2 Chainz Cousins.
More importantly, this week is important.
Mm-hmm.
This is the week the Rams need to make a statement.
But wait. We talked we rewind this a week ago. We spent the entire NFL recap talking about the top team in the NFC. How'd that work out?
I laughed.
How'd that work out for you?
Listen.
They went from 1 to 7 real quick.
Let me explain this. When I did my pregame show yesterday with Trey Larkins and Victor Locke joined me, I saved that particular game for last to preview because anyone who knows me, knows of me, or knows any part of my history, even being from Chicago, I hate the Chicago Bears. Period. Because I got so after 1985 and that Super Bowl championship, and everybody was talking dynasty when the Exodus was beginning. I said, I hope they never win another Super Bowl again, which shocked my mother, made my father laugh, made my sister look at me cross-eyed. And Cole's at it again. Rams at Falcons. Can you say toilet bowl? I knew you could.
Sounds about right.
Well, Snowman, did you see the box score for that Chicago game?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. So I can't even ask you the question. So I'll ask Jen because Jen probably didn't. Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
You know our favorite guy, DJ Moore. I'll ask you to answer this question: over or under 5 yards?
You know what, Snowman.
Did he have more? Did he have over 5 or less than 5 yards?
Snowman, this is your
part
moment
of
right
me
here.
wants to say under.
You'd be right.
Snowman,
you'd be right.
You've been waiting for.
And not only that, he had -4 yards. He had one catch for -4 yards.
Because the Bears risked mortgage, doubled down, and yeeted away. And I've said this for 2 years. I've said this for 2 years that they have blown up their future. Say it with me. For
DJ Moore.
I had to laugh at that one catch for
And
negative.
And then
hang tight, Jen. The second graphic, unfortunately, I don't have the second graphic. I got to fish it out somewhere. But everybody in Chicago was telling me that DJ Moore was going to have a fantastic game on Sunday. I said, no, they're not. And they all went pale sheet white and said, how can you say that? I said, because it's DJ Moore. Y'all think DJ Moore is Willie Gault. And he ain't even Brian Bashnagel.
And their star that we're talking about, Caleb Williams, 19 of 35 for a buck 80.
35 passes. 35 passes. If you could count the steps he took backwards, if you could count the steps he took backwards.
No. We ain't gonna go at Caleb Williams.
I am.
No, we're not gonna go.
I bet you anything.
Caleb Williams cut the Bears in the game.
Caleb Williams.
The problem is DJ Moore. You were supposed to be a number one option. You didn't have Roma Doomsday like yesterday. Man, your butt couldn't even get 10 freaking yards.
I'm sorry. What did you say about DJ Moore? He's supposed to be what?
He's supposed to be the number one.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So yes, when Snowman says DJ Moore is robbing the Bears, it's completely true.
I've said that for 2 years. Longer.
Roma Doomsday is not there. That means DJ Moore, this is your game.
That's a lie.
Tom Brady, the number one Fox team is on the call. This is your game.
That's a lie.
The other guy made something happen, but no, your butt can't get open.
Can I just say?
Wait. DJ
I think this is the
Moore,
first time.
one.
I think this is the first time Jen has ever heard me go off like this. I think
It
that's why
is.
she's stunned.
It isn't that funny, but can I just say, I bet even with my bad back, I bet even I could do more yards than DJ less.
You could at least get positive yardage. All you have to do is get positive yardage.
Everybody on this cotton picking panel could have more positive yards than DJ Les.
Even I could do it with my bad back, and I'm the woman who's only known for studying Marvel Rivals.
Come on.
In which we'll get to that later. Miss Full Time Champ.
Everybody in Marvel Rivals, Jen especially and included, could have more positive yards than DJ. Wait, hold on. DJ Moore being a number one receiver? That's a lie.
Oh, it was proven evidence yesterday. Trust me. Because if I'm not mistaken, Ben Johnson, he's a great offensive line.
That's a lie.
He put up 20 plus points on Packers defense like that. Okay. And he has ways to get players to football.
That's a lie.
To football. What is going on with DJ Moore? Because I know it ain't the head coach.
Because as I've said for 2.5 years, the Bears are trying to make a thing for DJ Moore.
Speaking of DJ Moore, let's bring in his biggest fan.
Wow.
And now that I think about it, when's the last
The
time
Joe J. Spivey. How are you, brother?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Hank?
So,
hey, Jay, I don't know what you heard, but where you want to start it? Because we talk about a lot of different things in the NFL.
I told you, Snowman, however many years ago it was now, that DJ Moore was not a number one receiver, despite what one person we know told us numerous times.
Thank you. Jay was the first to say DJ Moore was not a number one receiver, and this was when he was in Carolina, when he took his helmet off in Atlanta. And the next day, Jay came on and said, DJ Moore's not a number one receiver.
I got chastised by this person. And
I know. And I know the person. And I know the person who chastised you. And you know what I did? I gave it back to him, and I chastised him.
You can't tell me DJ Moore is a number one receiver.
He's never been a number one receiver.
He just happened to play for a sorry no-account team at the time.
Exactly. DJ Moore, listen, Damian, DJ Moore sucks as a receiver and as a player. One catch for -4 yards. With
how many targets he had?
He's a really good complimentary.
How many targets he had?
Player. He's a number 2.
Hang on. I think it was somewhere around 5 or 6. I'll find out.
He had 6 targets yesterday. 6
targets. 6 targets. And how many passes? How many passing yards Caleb Williams had?
185.
185. So he could have
about as many as Matt LaFleur. Basically,
so he could have got close to 300 yards if DJ Moore actually did.
What did you say, Jay?
He had about as many pass attempts as when Matt LaFleur barely shook the hand of Ben Johnson after the game was over.
Yeah, barely being the operative word. Listen, the Bears need to jettison DJ Moore. They can't because they're tied into him the same way the Cleveland Clowns are tied into Deshaun Watson, and we'll get into that in a minute. But when I saw that the Bears signed DJ Moore, Jay Spivey and I shared the same opinion. Big mistake.
Well, not only did they trade for him, they signed him to a long-term deal and gave him a lot of money. Why?
They backed up the Brinks truck for DJ Moore. What's that tell you?
Why?
Matter of fact,
by the way, real quick, boss, really quick, yes. I got it correct. DJ only had 3 targets.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Matter of fact, let me
hold on a minute.
Let me go back and have Jay's opinion on this, because Jay earlier in the hour we trying to figure out what is a catch, because we could have sworn Isaiah Likely scored a touchdown.
Listen, I know technically that's the NFL rule, but you can't tell me or anybody else who was watching that game that was not a catch.
That was a catch.
But technically, by the NFL rules, that is not a catch. But it makes no sense.
None. No sense at all.
We're trying to figure out what is a catch, because we obviously don't know what a catch is anymore.
It makes no sense.
That was a catch. That what Isaiah Likely had a touchdown, and they stupidly took it away from him. They stupidly overruled it. That was a catch.
So I agree. Snowman can't think of a reason. Deets can't think of a reason.
Nope.
And now Jay Spivey can't even think of a reason.
None of us can. Jen can't think of a reason, and Jen supposedly doesn't watch football, which I can very jokingly say Jen doesn't watch football.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
If I listen, then maybe I would be able to.
Jen, I'm kidding. We're kidding around with you. We're kidding around with you. But that was a catch by Isaiah Likely.
And now let's get to the fun part, because Jay,
oh no,
why is Kevin Stefanski so stupid?
Who's he coach? I mean, seriously, that tells you everything.
There you go, playmaker.
Like, why did you take Shedeur out for the 2-point conversion?
What was that play? I mean, what in the world was that stupid play?
I have no idea what that play was. None. I have no idea.
What was that?
I have no idea what that play was.
What, boss? What is that sound clip you got kicking around? What was that? What the was that?
What's that? Exactly. I can't play it in full, but y'all get the idea. Jay, why is Kevin Stefanski A, still a coach, and B, still a thing in Cleveland? Wait, I just answered my own question.
Well, seriously, I don't mean this harshly, but I mean, as far as the organization, I will. Why don't they just implode this team and just start from scratch? You have 8,000 quarterbacks, yet you have nobody. You're paying a guy who, I don't care what the legal system says, there is way too much smoke for there not to be some fire with Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is just disgusting. Whether you did or didn't do it, it's just the whole thing just makes you sick.
Agreed.
And then you got that yesterday was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason they're fighting over a new stadium when they had that stadium's not even that old, and they're going to move the team out of the city and into the suburbs apparently.
Berea, Ohio. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The ownership is a joke. The team's a joke.
The fans are a joke.
I'm not saying Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in the draft, but that man played his best game so far, and in the most important moment of the game, you took him out.
They took him out.
What was that?
Kevin Stefanski. Here, give me this. You know what needs to be told to Kevin Stefanski? 2 little words. You're fired.
All these coaches who think they're geniuses are not.
Nope.
Now, you go up to Minneapolis. For some reason, they got rid of Sam Darnold, and look how they are right now.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm glad Jay just reminded me. I need to go on another rant.
Oh no. Here it comes.
Dan Quinn. What in the vital blue belly was you thinking about putting Jaden Daniels back on the field?
Jaden Daniels should have never played again after he got hurt. Not this season.
Jaden Daniels.
And you see what happened yesterday. He's hurt again.
And
it's
gone.
almost definitely done now.
And he's gone. They RG3'd him.
There was no reason to bring him back when they have no chance of making the playoffs.
They were 3-8. I believe they were 3-8 coming into yesterday. And you risked Jaden Daniels for what?
They were 3-9 yesterday, weren't they? Before the game.
You might be right.
3-9.
3-9. Okay.
Now they're 3-10, right?
Now they're 3-10.
Yeah.
And they're going to be 3 and whatever.
So why bring him back?
When I saw that, I said, "Why is he telling y'all as dumb as I don't know?"
And I know this is the least of his worries. I get that. But when you're the head coach of literally any team, especially an NFL team, it's not a good look when you got your hat on backwards all the time. It's just not a good look.
Kevin Cole Johnson with this in the chat. Kevin Stefanski think he's smarter than everybody in the room and outsmarts himself, showing how stupid he is, which is true.
There are too many of those coaches in the NFL right now.
Browns 2.0.
While you're at it, and you know I praise this guy all the time. What Andy Reid did last night was just mind-boggling to me.
Mind-bogglingly stupid.
Oh, you want to be mind-boggling?
You go for it when it's 10-10 on your own 31-yard line. It makes no sense.
4th and 2. You need 2 yards. It's okay.
The game was tied.
Deeds, what do you say often? It's okay to punt the ball and lean on your defense to get the ball back.
The defense was playing great at that point.
Defense playing the best game they played this season.
Yes. The most complete game the defense played this season, and Andy Reid goofed it up.
So imagine this. Let me blow your mind even more. Imagine the playoffs without Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and possibly Lamar Jackson.
I think that's quite likely at this point.
I think that's solid. I believe that is solid.
especially with the Ravens have the best chance because of the sorry division they're in, but their schedule's brutal.
You know what? You mentioned Joe Burrow, playmaker. What happened?
Joe Burrow threw a stupid pass. What can I say?
They were up by.
He threw a stupid pass, and that was all Buffalo needed.
And Buffalo raced all the way back to win the game.
And ended Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's done.
Yeah, they're toast.
Cincinnati is
done. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are hanging by a thread.
Very
and
small
that
thread.
schedule is not easy for them too. They still got to see the Chargers and the Broncos again.
And that thread is getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
And Lamar Jackson, to Jay's point, has the best chance, but they still got to see the Steelers again.
Don't forget, we got to see the Chiefs on Christmas night.
Yes, we do.
And that's against the Broncos.
That's against
Denver.
Denver. And that's in Kansas City, is it not?
That is in Kansas City.
Well, once again, they had the analytics on ESPN last night about percentage chances of winning. For some unknown reason, even though Denver's already beat Kansas City, Kansas City is favored to win that game.
Why?
So imagine this: no Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, and no Lamar Jackson. So guess who all eyes are going to be on for the playoffs on the AFC side?
Bo Nix,
Josh Allen.
And
if Josh Allen don't get it done in that scenario,
A-Rod,
it'll be some real questions about Josh Allen.
Aaron Rodgers may get a spotlight on him.
And as good a year as he's had, I mean, Daniel Jones cannot stay healthy.
Nope.
I knew as soon as he went down there, sir. I knew darn well that was going to be Achilles injury. I knew it was.
That's it. And he was playing with a broken fibula.
I know.
That made it even worse. You had him playing with a broken fibula. You knew that going in. But you in this position because all of a sudden the Jaguars woke up. The Texans woke up. And now he's like, oh no, we don't have the grip on the division like we did. And then you come to the place where you can never win. Something about Duval County and the Indianapolis coast just don't get along.
Not since 2014.
Boy, they're playing about as well as anybody right now.
The two hottest teams, Houston and Jacksonville.
In that sorry division.
Houston has,
division.
To me, I think Houston has the best defense in the NFL right now.
They are statistically, they are number one.
It is hard to score on them. Jacksonville, the reason why Jacksonville is doing so well because guess what? They
woke up.
Lynn Cohen remembered something. Oh, I do have a running back that can run the football.
Travis Etienne.
Well, they actually went out at the trade deadline and made themselves better.
And them getting Jacoby Myers, that was a
brilliant move. That was a brilliant move. 10-10 in the fourth quarter.
The Chiefs did not do that, and the Bills didn't do that. The Bills didn't make themselves better either.
No, the Bills didn't get themselves a number one receiver either.
The Bills and the Chiefs both need a number one receiver, and neither one of them went after Jacoby Myers. 3.
Cole Johnson says,
and I think
quarter.
yesterday getting the Steelers getting Adam Thielen off the waiver wire, everything that was a big deal. That's one of the reasons they won yesterday.
Texans Chiefs game. The Chiefs were winning the field position battle until that boneheaded decision. 4th and
you know the crazy thing is, the crazy thing is about that. Even though it was a boneheaded decision, receive rights, catch the freaking football
because he had a first down and then some.
He hit you right in the chest.
He had it right in the chest. That should have been a first down.
With the way things are right now, everybody goes for it on any down and distance.
Yeah, no one.
I'm surprised you might even question him on it last night.
Deets 101, football 101. Punt the football. It's a tie game.
There's nothing wrong with it, but from what the play happened, Rasheed Rice catch the darn ball.
It's a tie game. It's 10-10. It's a tie game. Punt the football.
Well, let's not, and not just that play, the rest of that quarter and really for the game, Patrick Mahomes,
Kansas City
Travis
never saw
Kelce
them.
stunk up the field last night.
Man, Travis Kelce. Let's go ahead and retire after the season. Let's
How
go
many?
ahead.
How
Let's go
many-
ahead and retire after the season and
What
live
was
a
it,
happy
11
life with
straight
Taylor
passes
Swift.
Mahomes threw that were incomplete?
Yep.
Not really incomplete. If Travis Kelce catches the freaking football, he doesn't have an interception on his stats.
I understand that, and you're right, but still, a lot of those incompletions were his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis Kelce did drop the ball. He literally and figuratively dropped the ball.
And gift wrapped it right to the Texans.
And that gift wrapped a 10
with his girl in the house last night.
Oh, they didn't even show her at all yesterday.
Oh, they showed her out there last night.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
well, they didn't show her too much because I was like, they really ain't showing Taylor Swift, huh?
She was sitting right next to his mom.
Travis was too busy with wedding planning. I agree with that. That.
Let's go ahead and retire and live happy life with Taylor Swift because
Big Dog says the AFC goes through New England. No, it doesn't. Goes through Mile High Stadium as of today. Goes through Mile High Stadium.
We still got some weeks to figure that out. But either way,
I know. As I said, today,
either you going to Gillette Stadium, which is not fun to play at, or you going to Mile High Stadium, which is not fun to play.
Which is not fun to play. Exactly.
Either way, you got two places that you don't want to go to.
But who
in January?
And all that being true, who would have ever guessed that at the beginning of the season?
No,
that either one of those cities had a chance to be number one.
I did not have New England on my bingo card. I'll tell you that. I did have Denver as a playoff team.
I had Denver as a playoff team, but not a top two.
Not a potential number one seed. No, I did not have that. I was 4th and 4 from the Chiefs 41. And with
it was a 31. It was a 31.
Was it 31? It was 31. 31. Okay.
31. All I know is Rasheed Wright need to catch that pass. That's a first down. Right in the chest. Patrick Mahomes put it in the only place he can put it at. And you just dropped it.
Well, tonight.
And Patrick Mahomes on the ground is like, I can't catch a break. I can't catch a break, can I?
And it was like 6.5 minutes to go when the game is tied. What is the rush in going for it there?
There's no reason. There's no reason to go further.
Punt the football, lean on your defense. And that was the most complete game the Chiefs defense was playing until Houston got their act together late in the game. And they got the final 10 points of the game.
Now, I must ask this question to be a fair sports person that I am. Jay, what are the vibes like down in Charlotte, North Carolina right now? They got their signature win the previous week over my Rams. What is the vibe like?
Well, as I've stated many times before, they're likely to lose to, I forgot who they play this week after being off yesterday. But they've been so up and down all season. You don't know how good they are. And I really don't think they're that good to begin. They're in a sorry division. When the Bucks lose at home and the Saints are saying, what does that tell you?
How is it termed by a couple of popular YouTubers? The South divisions in both conferences are tank divisions.
Well, right, at least the AFC South right now is really pretty good.
Actually, the AFC South is very good.
The sorry Titans, but the rest of them are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And they're fighting for playoff position.
And I think the Colts are pretty much dead in the water right now because they have their quarterback.
The Colts are dead. The Colts are dead unless Riley Leonard becomes Riley Leonard of Notre Dame, and I don't think that's
exactly. Who was he the quarterback of in college?
Notre Dame.
Well, and then before that, he was at Duke.
No, he was at Duke. Riley Leonard was Duke.
Oh boy!
I had to ask because
let's cheer that Notre Dame is not in the playoffs.
The committee screwed all the way up from weeks ago. Hey, guess what? We believe Notre Dame's better than BYU. We believe BYU's better than Miami, but Miami beat Notre Dame. So guess what? Despite all that, we still gonna have Notre Dame ahead of Miami.
And the ACC sucks.
Yes. I think this is where we can close.
I'm gonna let this one slip out, Snowman. Forgive me for this. The ACC is a bunch of dumbasses.
Well, I'll ask Jay. What cheer was louder, Duke winning the ACC championship in football or Duke beating Michigan State yesterday or Saturday?
Oh, I think it's a big deal for Duke to win. They just happen to be in a terrible conference. When you're 7-5 going into the game and you win your conference championship, what does that say about your conference?
It sucks.
That's stupid behind tiebreaker.
Which is something Jay has said for as long as he and I have been together on radio. The ACC
I'm not trying to make fun of this team because y'all know I root for this team, and I'm fully admit that I root for Wake Forest.
Yes,
but what does it say that Virginia lost to Wake Forest and Duke this year?
The fact Duke won the ACC is crazy.
I'm still sitting.
And they're Duke's whining they didn't get the playoff at 8-5.
Y'all was not getting in, okay?
Playmaker, tell Jay how they figured out to put Duke in the AFC. AFC, Jesus. I have been blooperized. I have been blooperized all day today, folks, from the beginning of the show till now.
Andy Reid did it to you last night.
Say it again.
Andy Reid did it to you last night with that decision.
Andy Reid did something to me last night, and I actually went to bed early.
How you feel about this? The fact, because I had to figure out how did Duke get into this game. So
it was a dumb tiebreaker the ACC had.
The reason why Duke got in is because their conference losses was to a ranked Georgia Tech team and a ranked Virginia team. Miami lost to SMU, who wasn't ranked at the time, and they lost to Louisville, who wasn't ranked at the time. SMU conference loss was to unranked ACC teams, and this is how all this happened. The simple fact Duke happened just to lose to ranked teams in conference play. That's how they got into the championship game.
Let's just go as well. Again, Saban needs to be the commissioner of college football. One of the things he said is that there needs to be a universal tiebreak system within the conferences. That should be an easy one to fix. And of course, I heard I should have known this, but I didn't know this till last night. They've already changed the rule earlier this season, apparently, that I didn't know about, where had the rules for next season been adopted, Notre Dame would have gotten in.
And Duke would have got in.
Yeah. And how dumb is that?
We know why. We know why. I mean, why did they change the rule this year? Because why did they make it so that conference champion, you don't have to win a conference championship to get a bye? They changed that because Boise State got a bye, and they ain't having that no more. Now this year, they get 2 group of 5 teams in, so they looked at it and said, we ain't having that no more.
Right.
They are, every rule that they've made is to keep the group of 5 in. The group of 5.
I don't care what people say. That's the reason. That's the main reason, in my opinion, Miami got in ahead of Notre Dame is because the ACC did not have a team in at the time. And it would look bad to have one of the Power 4 conferences not in it. I really believe that.
Let me play this for Cole, and then we're getting out of here. Cole Johnson, thank you for listening in, number 1. And number 2, to play one of your favorite sounds, edited, of course.
Now that's bull.
Y'all know the rest of it. Jay Spivey joining us as he does every Monday to break down all things that happen in sports. Jay, thank you very much, my friend. Love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next Monday.
All right, guys.
Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. And I think I eliminated something I shouldn't have. So we're just going to go ahead and get out of here. So long, everybody.